Monday Night Raw starts off with Jey Uso, starts off with him cutting a promo, but he ends up getting interrupted by CM Punk. CM Punk basically ends up mentioning the Battle Royal, mentioning him throwing over Jimmy Uso, and he ends up basically saying that is Jey Uso willing to do whatever it takes to win the World Heavyweight Championship because he's willing to do whatever it takes. He ends up mentioning how much he needs the World Heavyweight Championship due to him losing it so quickly after SummerSlam, getting cashed in on by Seth Rollins. And basically, he ends up saying that is Jey Uso willing to do whatever it takes to win the World Heavyweight Championship? Jay ends up responding, ended up basically saying that CM Punk is trying to twist the narrative to make him the bad guy, and then he ends up saying basically he's going to prevail at Saturday Night's Main Event. This segment was fine. It was okay. It was nothing major. I felt like both guys underperformed here. I know Jey Uso gets a lot of hate for his promo skills and stuff like that, but I don't feel like CM Punk was that much better in this. I just felt like neither guy had anything negative to say about each other. Like I feel like neither guy really had a comeback or because this isn't really a feud, so it's like neither guy really had anything deep or personal or like any insults to really say to each other. So it's like they really just didn't really know what to say here, and they just kind of just went through the motions in this segment, if I'm being honest. This segment was okay. It wasn't a bad segment. It just wasn't anything. It wasn't anything special, or it wasn't really anything I would go back to rewatch. Really, I was expecting a little bit more, but it is what it is. It was an okay segment. Interested to see how the match plays out. I'm assuming Punk is most likely going to win, but I could also see a bunch of scenarios. I could see the Vision getting involved. I could I can maybe see a world where Jey Uso wins, depending on how you want to depending on if you want to protect CM Punk by not having him lose to Braun Breaker. There's ways they could go about this, but interested to see how that match plays out. But I would say I'm excited for it because I still think Braun Breaker should be in this position to make it a little bit more exciting. But nonetheless, we'll see how the match plays out at Saturday night's main event. Afterwards, we're going to get Penta versus Rusev, number one contendership match to see who will be the one facing Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Towards the end of the match, you end up getting the Americanos. They interfere in the match due to Dominic Mysterio having a backstage segment with the Judgment Day, needing some help, but the Judgment Day refused to help him. So he ended up making a phone call. The phone call ended up being to the Americanos. They interfere, cause disqualification. Oh my God, I cannot speak. Cause a DQ. Then you end up getting Rusev and Penta. They end up recovering, end up taking them out. So later in the show, we end up getting a segment with Adam Pearce and Dominic Mysterio, and he ends up confirming that it's going to be a triple threat match at Saturday night's main event, which should be a really good match. Really fun, enjoyable match. I'm assuming Dominic will win that match, though, only because since it is a triple threat match, we know how that typically works, where two of the guys get in each other's way. Rusev and Penta have been feuding for a bit, so they're clearly going to cancel each other out. Dominic is probably going to take advantage somehow due to Penta and Rusev constantly focus on each other instead of focusing on Dom, I'm assuming. So assuming that's what they're going to have. Assuming that's what they're going to do, have Dominic somehow escape another victory somehow. So interesting how it plays out. I like what they did here though, have it to where Dominic think he has a way out by, having the Americanos interfere, but only to make his problems worse. But then now he's got to come up with a new way to escape the match. I like what they're doing here with Dominic, having him find new ways, having him find new things that he's getting himself involved in and constantly having to figure out a way to get out. I like what they're doing, and I like the more and more that they're having the Judgment Day not be a part of it. I'm just hoping that we speed this up because you can't keep having the Judgment Day keep on being like you're on your own until Dominic wants to just leave. Because what's the point of being a faction if no one helps you? I'm just saying, what's the point of being a faction if no one helps you? So we can't keep telling that story of the Judgment Day not helping him, and then we're just gonna keep doing this for months. Like we just can't keep doing that though. Like we need something new eventually. But I like what they're doing so far. Afterwards, we end up getting Roxanne Perez versus Nikki Bella. This match ended up becoming a thing due to last week, due to Nikki Bella making a save, due to Roxanne and Raquel attacking Stephanie. Roxanne won this match fairly clean, even though on commentary they tried to make it seem like Raquel was the reason why she won, which is. But when I watched the match though, towards like the last like minute or so, Raquel had no interference in this match, and Nikki Bella actually had the advantage. So it was technically a clean victory, to be honest. Roxanne won, thank God, because for a moment I thought they was actually gonna have Nikki Bella win, but she lose. They attack Nikki Bella. Stephanie comes out, and then they just step away. But then Raquel gets back in the ring and have a stare down with Stephanie, and then Nikki Bella just interferes and ruins all the aura of the stare down, and then she just gets in the middle, starts staring at Raquel, which kind of ruined it because it's like, why? Like, why are you there? Like, I get it that she got attacked. I get that. But if you ain't gonna do nothing, the fuck are you staring at them for? You ruined the stare down. Just gonna be like she ruined the stare down. Like the fuck? That's like Cody Rhodes and Roman having a stare down, and then out of nowhere Solo gets in the middle. Like what are we doing, bro? They should have just had Nikki Bella just stay on the ground or go to the turnbuckle or something and just stare. Like, why did she have to get in the middle of it? That just kind of, I don't know, because I was looking at the stare now. I was excited. I was like, okay, Raquel, Stephanie, that's up next. And then she just gets in the middle. It's just like, Next week it's going to be a tag team match. Stephanie, Nikki Bella, Judgment Day. Um, don't really mind it. The only thing I am concerned of, though, because this was one of the main issues I had with Stephanie becoming champion, she has not had a fucking title defense. Stephanie has had this title for about a month now, and she has not had one title defense. This was one of the fears I had when Stephanie became champion. I was like, she has no opponents. I was like, who's she gonna face? She has nobody. She doesn't have anybody. This was one of the fears I said that if she was to win, who the fuck is she gonna face? Because all the people she could be facing are busy. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Stephanie. I don't know if they're gonna speed track this Nikki Bella stuff because if you need a heel for her to face, you're gonna have to speed track this Nikki Bella heel turn because there's no way she's staying babyface. So we're going to have to speed something up because she has no one to face, and I'm assuming she's going to be in the War Games match most likely because like I said, she hasn't defended her title in a month and she has no opponent. So I'm assuming she's definitely going to be in the War Games match to prevent her from making an actual title defense at Survivor Series. So we'll see how this plays out, but we all know Stephanie and Nikki Bella are winning. Afterwards, win began Braun Breaker, LA Knight. Not going to really speak too much about this match. Braun Breaker won cleanly. I could easily already know the LA Knight fans were going to complain about this match, but it's like, bro, it's Braun Breaker. He's the next face of the company. Like, he was going to lose either way. Now, you could say he could have not lost cleanly. My nigga, it's Braun Breaker, bro. Like, this is the next guy. Like, the next face of the company needs victories. He needs clean victories at that. Like, I don't know what you guys are expecting. Like the LA Knight fans, y'all gotta get over it, bro. Like y'all just need to give up. To be honest with you, it's over. It's not happening. Okay, like sometimes y'all just gotta understand that it's not gonna happen. I did like that Braun Breaker won cleanly. Now, one thing I'm hoping is that when Bronson Reed gets matches, he needs to win cleanly too, because they need to stop having this thing where Bronson Reed can't win cleanly. They need to stop doing it. Have both guys look dominant. Okay. I'm not saying every match needs to win cleanly, but a good portion of his matches should be winning clean as well. But I like this overall. Then we end up getting a quick match between JD McDonough, Rusev, due to what happened in the Battle Royal. JD ended up winning due to Finn Balor interfering. Then later in the show, they was the reason why this match even becoming a thing because Judgment Day wanted their tag team title rematch, but Adam Pearce was refusing, so he ends up setting up this match instead. They end up going back, talking to Adam. Adam wasn't going to give it to him, but then AJ and Dragon Lee basically ends up saying that they're willing to put their tag team titles on the line against them next week. So we're going to get this title match next week. Let's just hope that they make the right decision and don't have the Judgment Day win those titles again because for the love of God, no, we do not need Judgment Day winning more. The Judgment Day have been in the tag team title scene and has held the tag team titles for majority of the time since 2023. It's like, no, I do not want to see the Judgment Day ever hold gold again. I'm just going to be honest with you. Now, it's not their fault that their reigns have not been good. It's mainly due to bad booking, but still, I do not want to see the Judgment Day ever win tag team titles in my life. No member. Okay, like I'm just over. I'm over them winning tag team gold. Seriously, I'm over them. Like I never want to see them near a tag team championship ever in my life. Like I'm just over them. They need to lose next week. That's all I need to say. Then we get the main event: Lyra Valkyria, Bailey versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss wins. I'm not gonna go in depth on this match because we all knew Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss was not going to fucking lose. They win this match. It was a good match. You get the Kabuki Wars. They come out, attack everyone. I don't know what's next for the Kabuki Warriors. Now, of course, well, it's the tag team titles because they basically teased it. But Rhea Ripley is apparently injured with her nose, so we don't know how long she's going to be out for. So if she's going to be out for a while, I don't know if they're going to continue the story of Io Sky because Io Sky was not on tonight's show. So I don't know how they're going to continue that story with Io Sky because that story clearly isn't over. So very interesting to see how they play that off. Kabuki Warriors, I actually think the Kabuki Warriors should win. To be honest, they're the only fucking tag team in your division. So I actually think it's a good idea. If Rhea Ripley could somehow return, have the Kabuki Warriors win the tag titles, and then have Rhea Ripley and Io Sky dethrone them. It's a simple story to tell, in my opinion. So I actually hope that happens. If Rhea Ripley doesn't return, have the Kabuki Warriors still beat Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss because they're the only actual fucking tag team. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss is not a tag team. This pairing, I don't hate it. It's just like we all know the end goal here. I'm just like, we all know they're gonna break up. Like, let's just move this forward. Like, let's just be fucking for real. So I'm just waiting for that turn to happen, to be honest with you. Overall show was fine. It was very match heavy, which was very shocking. They had a lot of match. It was barely any like segments that really progressed any stories, which is very shocking for WWE. But overall, it was a fun, it was an okay show. This gave me AEW vibes with the amount of matches we had. But it was an okay show overall. You guys let me know your overall thoughts, opinions down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, that's it.